All gas, no brakes, pumped up, no fakes. We spinning, we winning, we high stakes. We never miss, we all makes. Look at us dudes trying to prove, bringing you news with nothing to lose. Mike, Nick, Tony, Wayne, Method Man, we bring the pain. Hey, see, I'ma confess it. We under the pressure. If you looking to find us, we them nothing but Niners. We nothing but Niners. We nothing but Niners. We nothing but we them nothing but Niners.
Click, boom! What's going on, people? Nothing but Niners crew is back, and we're here to bring you guys in the head segment. Now, before we do, we got to go through some formalities really quick, and then I'm getting right to my guys, man. So first and foremost, if this is your first time here on the YouTube page, we want to thank you guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and also turn on your notifications so you know exactly when we're going live. Give us a follow on a couple of our social media platforms. We have Twitter and Snapchat. Those handles are nothing but the number 9 ERS. That is nothing but 9 ERS. We have Facebook, Instagram, as well as Twitch, and those handles are nothing but Niners. That's spelled all the way out. No numbers in there anywhere. Same exact as the website, www.nothingbutniners.com. I'm your guy, 49ers Mike _NFL. My guy over here is Nick. He is 49 Faithful 365. Down below me is my guy, NJ Niner Fan 499. And over there in the corner, way down there, is my man Breezy. Wayne Breezy. I see the name on it there today. I know who to call you. What's going on, dog? How y'all doing, man? What's up, fellas?
Woo, 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 woo. That's how we gonna be on Monday night. It's gonna be number dogs on the field, baby. Let's go.
All right, he already bringing the heat on Monday. I like it, man. Tony, you agree? We bringing the heat on Monday?
Yeah, I think so.
Breezy's back, baby.
That didn't sound too convincing from Tony, right? I was like, yeah, what's up, Doc?
What's up, Doc?
Nah, man, look. Hey, man. Hey, Mike, you said, I think on last week's show, the last show I did or something, you said Robert Saleh has one. If it was kryptonite, what is his kryptonite? And that's running quarterbacks. And he has to go out there and prove it, man. I know everybody's saying Robert Saleh's gonna get a job, but the more quarterbacks that come into this league can run with the football, and I don't know, man. He might struggle at head coaching if he can't go out here and stop this Josh Allen cat, yo. But I think with the defense out there, they're gonna do just fine.
Okay, we're gonna see. We're gonna see, man. Before we get to all that, though, Nick, how you feeling up there, man? You kind of fading away in the background. Is Breezy taking shot? Oh, that was Gatorade. How you feeling, bro?
I'm good, bro. How you guys?
I'm
chilling, man. Ready for this week, man. This was a game that I think had us winning in the beginning of the year. So
nah, you had us losing this one.
Did I have us losing against Buffalo?
Yeah, this was the one you felt like we was gonna struggle with on Monday Night Football. You had us losing this one.
All right, I have to go back. I can't remember, but either way, man, it's gonna be pretty interesting this week. I can't wait to dig into this.
The group. Oh, I don't want to insult nobody. See, people take the word groupie out of context. I was gonna say, look at the groupies popping out for Wayne, but I didn't mean it in a negative connotation.
Yes, you did.
I did. No, I didn't. I'm a groupie of certain male artists.
Look, the thing I like about Adrian is we under the pressure. You gotta get where he coming from. What's that choice, son? Catch me listening to the lyrics. Shout out to Adrian. Hey, yo, man, look, I see a mixing backboard. That look like the Personas back there. It look like you got Pro Tools on your screen, right? Or Logic or one of them joints. Yo, hit me up, baby. I see you doing
former vice president in that picture. That's not Adrian, bro.
Oh. Nah, that's a mixing background.
But listen, you brought up lyrics, so I gotta ask you a question because my wife has a crush on this guy, and she asks me every time she hears our intro, "Why'd you say Method Man?"
Dude, did you
It's not for me.
Do you know?
It's not for me.
Do you know Meth is one of my favorite rappers of all time, yo?
Yeah, but I've never seen Method. You said Mike, Nick, Tony, Wayne, Method Man. I'm like, I've never seen Method Man on the show before.
No, we bring the pain, silly.
Bring the pain.
I want you to break it down for the other people. I said it's not for me.
Like 3 times. I didn't know that. Yeah. Method Man. You know what I'm gonna do? if Method Man blowing up right now because he on that power trip, but I'm gonna try to reach out to Redman. I know Redman, so I'm gonna reach out to Red and see if I could get Meth. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, time out. You got connections with Reggie?
I got connections with Reggie Noble, baby. One of the friends, one of my friends I was producing for a while is really close ties, and I've never met him, but we've chopped it up. So maybe I could get Reggie Noble, the red tape Red Man. You know what I'm saying? And Method Man on and to do some type of a little thing for us, man. You know what I'm saying?
I would love that. I love Redman. Redman is my guy. My wife loves Method Man, so she'd be happy with either one. But
Staten Island and you Jersey, you from the bricks.
Yeah. All right, now guys, between the four of us, and I'm gonna pretend like there's nobody watching. I'm banking on my wife not watching, right? So she asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and Nick, you've been here. You've seen the big ass speakers I have for the surround sound and the little ones, right? So she wants me to get rid of them to make more space in the living room.
Breaking out. I mean,
y'all can't hear me?
I can hear you.
Am I breaking up? No? Okay.
You were breaking up to me. Oh, okay.
It might be me trying to whisper though. So I'm sorry. So she wants me to I said, I'll get rid of the big ass speakers if we can get one of the wireless surround sound systems, right? She said, all right.
I can't wait to hear this.
I'll get it for you. I'll get it for you for Christmas. Okay.
Tell your wife to hit me up though, because I'm gonna tell her what to get.
Well, so check this out. So I'm like, all right, she's gonna pay for it. I don't want it to cost me a lot of money, so I'm gonna get one that's like $500-$600, right? I come home from work today. She's baked all these brownies and stuff. Talking about she's taking them to work. She got all these new scrubs and stuff for her face and everything. I'm like, who are you trying to impress? What's going on, right? And so she sends me a thing here, and it's over $1,000, and it's a Bose wireless system.
Yeah,
it's more than twice.
No! Shut up! Just take it. Trust me.
My wife is having an affair, bro. She's trying to suck up. She's having an affair, bro.
And the person who's having an affair with the speaker system.
No, what she did was she hit me up and she was like, "Yo, Breezy, I want to get this joint from Mike. He loves surround." And I said, "Listen, you could go with the Samsung," and I gave her the specific one. But I said, if you really on the home theater tip, really like your home theater stuff, you got to go Bose,
bro.
And I didn't know she was gonna go that Bose, but she went that Bose.
Yeah, man. Like, what is she?
Did you get the subwoofer? Did you get the 50?
This is a 10-piece set. How many pieces was in this?
You about to be in heaven, bro.
No, man. It's somebody else. She don't love me this much.
Nah, bro. He's just paying for that shit for you.
She's compensating for something, man. All right, let me stop because I see another Melissa has her back in here. Let me chill. Somebody might. I sent her some messages on Twitter before. I know people might find them and be like, go watch this minute. 8 minutes in the video. They were talking bad shit about you. I was just playing, guys. I'm not playing, but it's cool. I'm gonna say I'm playing now. So, all right, let's get back to this.
Mark said she's using that OnlyFans money, bro.
I'm saying, Mike, if you don't want it though, you know what I'm saying. If you feel like it's not for you, I'll take it off your hands. I'll give you $950 for it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was fun. All right, so here's what's funny about your story, right? I was at Best Buy. Like the day I got out of quarantine, I had to get the hell out of the house. I went to Best Buy and I said, you know what? I'm gonna get me a theater. Now, a system. Now, I don't know why I was being cheap. I went to Samsung route because I like to match, right? Okay. I like to coordinate. I got the Samsung, the 75-inch TV, right? So I was like, let me get the joint, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't get the Q series because I don't have a QLED television. I got, regular, not regular, but it's still high def or whatever, 4K, whatever, but it's not the Q series. So I didn't go with the Q series on the sound system. So I went with the joint, the 650. And that joint bang. But where I messed up was I was out with my friend. And I was like, let me let you listen to the Bose though. And I played the Bose joint, and I just didn't want to drop. I know. And I knew once I heard the Bose, nothing was going to compare. If you guys ever listen to your sound theater systems, now you could build your own and it'll always be better. You know how you build your own computer, it's kind of like better because you know what you're putting in there. Listen, if you ever get a chance, and remember back in the day when you could only get Bose through some type of add
You
to
had
the
to
magazine.
order it on like some kind of catalog or something crazy.
Right.
Like you couldn't just go buy one.
Right. Out here in Connecticut, yo, we got a Bose outlet. So I'm gonna go hit them up. It's still expensive, but there's a certain specific sub and a certain specific sound, but I don't need all the 5.1s. Yo, it was
Well,
built
that's what this
into
is the 5 point. It's
yeah.
five
So you
speakers
got
and the
all
sub.
the different speakers, right?
Yeah.
I just want the one bar, and that stuff is built into it. Listen.
All
Yeah,
right.
good job, Melissa. Good job.
Tony looked bored. Hey, Tony, you think she's trying to get me back for the ring I just got her? You think it's that? You think it's like, oh, you got me something nice. I want to get you something now.
Could be. Definitely could be.
Ricky, you watching this show? I just thought I'd ask. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, man, I'm back, man. I got coughs and headaches, but I feel great. You know what I'm saying? It's good to be back.
Yeah, it's good to have the guys back. See, like little sidebar conversations like that. We 11 minutes in and haven't talked about shit 49ers. All right, let's get to it, guys. Look, there is some news, but I want to start with the last game, and then we'll head into the news. And the only reason is because the only news is a report of a couple of people potentially coming back. So that'll go into the upcoming game. So let's save that for later. Let's start with the last game. Shanahan did confirm that it was a torn ACL for
he's out.
I almost said Tabor.
Out for the season.
Jamar
Taylor.
Jamar Taylor. Yeah.
Jamar Taylor.
He is definitely done for the season. And the team is officially homeless. We're just wherever the league takes us and allows us to go. That's officially the case now. Shanahan. I wrote one thing down about that.
We living out of the bags.
Yeah, I mean they're basically going back and forth to the hotel. And that's going to be it, really. He said.
He did say about Christmas, though.
What did he say about Christmas? Because they play on that Saturday.
He said that no matter what, he's going to either let the families come there and stay for Christmas, or he's going to find a way to get the guys home.
So Christmas is on that Friday, and then they play Saturday.
Right.
They play the 26th.
Well, he said that. After practice, people go home, and he said it's basically going to be the hotel. So the same rules are going to apply. So I don't know what that means, though. I don't know if that means you were allowed to have people home, because I know that there's hotel rules also when a team travels. So I don't quite get it. He said the team will practice wherever the Cardinals had training camp. He didn't even know the city. He just said wherever the Cardinals had training camp, that's where we're going to be practicing. He just seemed really.
I can't remember
where they clueless about it all. I don't know. It was just weird, man. It was weird. I don't know.
Well, the cool thing is at the very beginning, before the season started, this was already into fruition. They had an inkling that something like this was going to go down in Santa Clara, so they were already looking into playing in Arizona. I don't know if you guys remember, but at the very beginning, when they were going through all this stuff, man, it was they had a feeling it was going to go down. The reason why Kyle Shanahan was pissed off was because he felt like they did him dirty. Like Santa Clara kind of like just pulled the okie doke on him and didn't like keep him in the loop with stuff. And I think that's an issue. Is that going to be an issue going forward? But it's definitely an issue right now. So,
right.
How do you guys feel about this, though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you guys think this is going to be another notch in their adversity? Or, are you like me where you feel like, man, they play better when they backs against the wall. They out there band together. They just seem to play together better on the road. Just consider it like a road game, even though it's a home game. Like, what do you guys think?
Tony, you kick this one off, man.
I do think they play better in adversity. I don't understand what the issue is between the governor and Santa Clara County and what they're doing out there, because these guys are getting tested daily, and other teams are getting tested daily. Let them just play in the stadium, and then everybody goes. Like, I don't know what the big deal is. It's kind of frustrating, to be honest with you, but you know what? It's 2020. It's what should be expected, because it's such a wonderful year this year. But I mean, it is what it is. You just got to keep going.
Okay.
Well, I think the biggest part of it is that that Santa Clara County and the 49ers have been having beef for like a year and a half now about money. And I don't want to say that that's the reason why they're doing it, but I think that they're like, okay, well, whatever. If we're doing it for everybody, we need to do it for all. So, like, if we're doing it for others, we need to do it for all. And I think that's kind of, I think that kind of pushes them over the edge, because I believe there's like lawsuits and everything about all this money shit that's going around with Levi Stadium and the front ownership or the front end ownership. But, not that makes it right or wrong, but I think that who is it out there? Newsom? That's who their governor is, Governor Newsom.
Mm.
Is it Newsom?
Matthew.
What is it?
Gavin Newsom.
Newsom, Matthew. Yep.
Yeah. So he, I don't know if it goes back to, some of that of where they have issues right now amongst each other, and then they're just trying to make a statement using the 49ers. Okay, well, we just told our NFL team they can't play, so nobody else can do it too, type of thing.
How many sports teams are in Santa Clara? I mean, I don't know, and we can go back and forth on it, but they're not going to change anything based off of what we say. All I know is like they gotta, like, they have these rules. They're in place for a reason. Something's got to be going on out there for them to do that, because even if it's just certain people allowed in the stadium, I know that they weren't doing fans, but doesn't the city make money off of that? Like, let me ask a question, right? When I go to work and taxes come out, I get taxed in the state that I work in, not the state that I live in.
Correct.
So when those players go to work and it's a home game, doesn't the state make money from that? Kicking them out of the state is going to cost them money.
It's going to cost them less money, right? Because Arizona's no taxes.
Arizona, they're going to make more money.
Well, it's going to cost the players more. I'm saying it's going to cost the state money. The state's losing money by telling them they can't play there.
I mean,
it could be different per county, though. It could be different per state. So, their taxes may just be a California state, no matter where you live at in the state of California, where ours is kind of broken up to, if New Jersey is, if you work in Pennsylvania or work in New Jersey, you're getting taxed on Pennsylvania. So, like, even because your home base is in Pennsylvania or New Jersey, where either or, that's where you get that tax from, wherever their main base is from.
Yeah, I pay my taxes to the state I work in. I don't pay Pennsylvania taxes out of my paycheck.
Right,
so
but that's what I'm saying. So where's your job based out of?
It's where you live, I believe, where you pay your taxes. You know what I'm saying? Because I pay whenever I go work. If I do shows in New York, Jersey, I get the 1099s, and then I pay them in Connecticut. I believe. I don't know how I do. I let the accountant figure it out, but I believe that's how it works. That's how it's gonna work for them. They all 1099s.
Just give them the receipts. Here, fix it. Make it work.
Make sure I don't owe,
right?
And you will get paid. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, yeah.
So we'll see what happens, though, man. But this team does play better on the road. I believe that was the original question. I think they band together a little bit better and tighter. Coming around the holiday times, I don't know if it'll work that way. I don't know if depression starts to set in. People will start missing their families and all. But we'll see what happens, man. I know, like, if we had a road game on that Saturday that Nick was talking about, the day after Christmas, if we had a road game, they wouldn't be at home with their families anyway, right? So this is something they're going to have to just get used to and keep it moving. Richard Sherman talked about it a little bit in his presser. He said, we control what we can, and if not, then we keep it moving. But listen, has anybody gone back and watched that last game? A victory. We beat the Rams. Did anybody go back and watch that game? Honestly, it said no.
I haven't yet.
Tony, no.
I haven't.
Think about this: our first win in how long, and nobody was rushing to go back to watch it. You know why? Because it was that bad of a game. The team did not look good. The defense was stellar. The defense was great. You can go back and watch half of the game, the defensive half, but the offense just did not look good.
I haven't rewatched the game because I just wanted we won, so I'm ready to kick off to this Buffalo game so that they can keep their energy up. And the good thing is we're getting players back, man. And we're not just getting regular players back. We're getting some playmakers back. So this is like it almost sucks that damn game is on Monday. Like I want them to play Sunday, but they get an extra day. So the game is on Monday night. But I think that's why I haven't really gone back to watch the game. I mean, I went back and watched the shorter version of the game because I needed to I wanted to see the first drive. I wanted to see the scoring drive. So I did go back and watch, but I haven't rewatched the full game.
I got you.
I don't care to.
It was tough. It was really, really, really tough to watch for me. I mean, I did, and it was painful.
I want to know why you guys don't why you guys don't get on Kyle Shanahan a little bit more. You know, I know he's a great coach. Well, take that back. I know he's a great play caller, but when have we seen great play calls consistently? Like, these are my questions to question Kyle Shanahan. And I know we don't like to talk about him because he's Kyle Shanahan. I mean, bump that. Like, you mean to tell me you can't draw up successful plays for Nick Mullins? Haven't we've seen it? Right? Tone, you said that maybe in practice they don't work, and we don't see that, and you're probably right, but Nick Mullins can roll out. Right? What RG3 rolling out? I mean, just a rollout.
Well, he ain't rolling out anymore. He got a hamstring injury, but
he played through that game. He played through it. I just want to know why we don't get on this dude. Like, I think his play calling sucks. I'm keep it a buck.
See,
Tony? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Nick. Go ahead. I didn't know you were going to go. Go ahead.
I don't know if it's all play calling. I still have to put lack of execution on players themselves, whether it's a quarterback, the offensive line, the run game. The offense in general is just struggling. I don't even think it has anything, because there are times where the players are open and the play works, the execution doesn't. The ball is thrown either too far, too high, too much to the left,
or not to the guy at all.
Right. Or not to the person who's open. I think it's just lack of execution. And we're sitting here, and this is the reason why I don't bash Kyle Shanahan so much, because we bashed the shit out of him with the Super Bowl, right? But if those plays would have worked and the players executed those plays the way they were supposed to, we would have been praising Kyle Shanahan. So
see, that's different.
We take
it's
it
a little different for me, Nick. It's different because he was working with his stars. No, I got you, but that's why I see that in a little bit of different light. I guess the question that I'm really asking is, why do you expect these same players to run those same plays that you got for players that can run those plays? Why not change up the plays to fit the player, like, so that the execution is better? Why not run higher percentage plays?
Yeah, but
to get your guys in the rhythm.
He has,
but they're not consistent, right?
Listen, you could scheme like your perfect example is like me and Mike keep saying it. The 15 to 20 plays. Those 15 to 20 plays, they go right down the field, right? Mm-hmm. Then the issue is after that. Now, after those 20 scripted plays are up, Kyle can call his regular, just call plays, whether it was a scripted play or not, or he made an adjustment on the sideline saying, okay, that didn't work. I'm going to go with this one now. But if the players can't execute it, and if they're not predetermined routes or plays that are designed to go right there and right there only, and it falls on a quarterback's shoulder to make that play or come off one read and go to that read, that's where the issue is.
Okay.
That's the problem. Everything that's spoon-fed for Nick Mullins, Jimmy Garoppolo, CJ Beathard, whoever it is, those 15 to 20, they look good. Here's
what pisses me off. Here's what I question, though, because I get it. You're right. It's players are inconsistent. Like they lack execution a lot. Here's what pisses me off. I watch all 32 teams play, right? Mm. And I watch players that aren't as good as even the players we rocking with now execute. And it's because it's like easier plays. There's a check down running back right in front, not behind the line of scrimmage, but right in front, to where that player, that running back, can catch the ball for 2 or 3 yards and try to get 7, opposed to giving it to the running back on the side to try to make it. I just feel like we should run some different plays. Every team is converting except for the 49ers. They can't, they go 3 and out. They've been going 3 and out for the past 3 games on their first drive for the past 3 games, 3 and out. With Nick Mullins, without Nick Mullins, either way, that's consistent. They go 3 and out. I feel like we just need to dial up some different things for different players. Make some things easier. The thing is, the playbook is complicated. I get it. But why not give Nick Mullins just a little, dissect the playbook just a little bit? Bless you. Just so that he could get into a rhythm. He's a confidence guy. He's not a quick thrower like Jimmy. He has a deeper ball, but he needs to get into more of a rhythm than Jimmy Garoppolo. Once Nick throws a bad interception, it's a wrap. Whereas Jimmy throws an interception, we know, all right, he's gonna come back or whatever. That's my issue. I just feel like Kyle I know it's player execution, but sometimes I feel like the plays can be drawn up just a little bit differently for some of these players. Just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with Tony and Nick with Kyle is drawing up. Yeah, Kyle's drawing up the plays. They're not executing, and we can see there's a clear difference of plays that he's calling up for Jimmy versus Nick Mullins. Hell, it was a difference in plays than what he was drawing up for CJ Beathard. It's like you can see this type and style of plays that he's calling up.
Really, Mike? The first play of this game, Mike, was a quick throw, which is a Jimmy play, to Kyle Juszczyk. That's the offense that this 49ers runs. Quick throws. Then what happened after that? I remember the first drive. First drive, quick throw, Juszczyk 4 yards. Run, Raheem Mostert 4 yards. Then a bad throw, like Nick said, to Jordan Reed, and 4 people. Like that can't be the read.
Right.
There were several throws where he had Jordan Reed wide open and he just flat out missed them. And one of them could have been the touchdown. Right. And that's the issue here, the inconsistent play at quarterback. And that's why Kyle, we go back to the term of being handcuffed with his play calling.
Yeah.
Each quarterback holds Kyle back in one way or the other, right? And like, for example, let's say for example, before Drew Brees got hurt with the New Orleans Saints, that's a team that could just come right out in the shotgun and start throwing the ball. The Chargers could come out and put Hubert in the shotgun and throw the ball. You can't put Nick Mullins in the shotgun and say, "Hey, let's go move down the field." You can't. In this system, you especially can't, and especially with the quarterback play that we have. So that's why Kyle sticks to his roots and tries to get the run game going, to try to open up creases in that defense to find a spot. So if he sees something standing on the sideline, there's been times where he'll be like what was it? The Saint game. Watch, this guy's gonna hold him on this play, right? Mike, you said that. He called it before the referee did, and the ref fucking threw the flag and looked at him like, how do you know?
Yeah,
that's how intelligent. So, people say, "Oh, you need somebody up in the booth." No, Kyle has the ability to stand 10 yards down the field and watch everything and see everything.
Oh, yeah.
And then you can see, all right, listen, the outside linebacker's cheating to the flat a little bit. There's a window there. Let me call this to get that window. But if he can't throw that for that window, it's not going to work.
This is not me testing Kyle's geniusy. This is more like, because we remember that game where Kyle told the ref this was about to happen, and it literally happened. Yeah, Kyle, he has that geniusy. I guess this is more about Kyle. I don't know. I just sense an ego.
This is another thing and I don't mean to cut you off. This is another thing that I think that is the issue. The quarterback play, whether it's Jimmy, whether it's Nick Mullins, whether it's CJ Beathard, when it's drawn up the way that he wants, Kyle Shanahan wants, he sees a play, like the way the defenses lines up and calls that certain play per that thing. These guys are so used to looking for that open man because that's what they practice. Now, if the defense changes one thing up, it throws our quarterbacks to where, oh shit, where am I supposed to do with this? Because that guy's not open.
That's fair.
And I think that because they do it so much in practice, and Kyle says, if everybody does what they need to do here, this is a touchdown. We've heard George Kittle say that, right? if I do this and I run this route right and all other 10 guys do what they're supposed to do, I'm going to score. Whether it's an 80-yard touchdown, a 40-yard touchdown, a 30-yard touchdown, I'm going to score. Then these defenses have been throwing things differently. We see our O-line struggle with the communication, and we see them struggle. And then the defense is throwing something in there that's different than what they're used to seeing, where it's the look that Kyle Shanahan wants, but they do something different. Then our quarterbacks and our offensive line with communication-wise are completely blown. They don't know what the hell to do. Yep.
There's one play that sticks out to me, okay, and it's the Arizona game, in the first game of the year, where Jimmy was in the shotgun with Raheem Mostert to his left, and it was the play where they scored the touchdown, where he ran the Texas route or the angle route, wherever you want to call it, on Isaiah Simmons. So Kyle specifically wanted to test that linebacker and see how he would handle a two-read option route. Because remember, it depends. That running back, it's either he's going to the sideline or he's going through the middle, because he reads that linebacker as well as Jimmy. Now, we're talking about predetermined passes, right? If you go back and watch that, Jimmy takes the ball and his eyes automatically just lock on Mostert. Like, he don't give a shit about nothing else. It's Mostert and him and his little bubble, and that's it. And you saw him just keep moving up in the pocket so he can make the easiest, most simple throw. This is the second time that you're going to have Deebo Samuel and Ayuk on the field at the same time. And what? We're in week 12?
13.
13. We're in week 13.
12 and a half. Game just ended. 12 and a half.
But like you know what I'm saying? Like,
I got you.
From injuries are just like, remember the Green Bay game? If they would have postponed that game like they did to this game 5 times,
it would have been different.
Potentially beat.
It would have been different.
Green Bay. Potentially. I'm not going to say they would have.
It would have been
different. But when you trot out River Craycraft and Richie James exploded that game. Like, he had 9 catches for $120 plus and a touchdown. So it's kind of like,
on the other hand, real quick, Tony, not to cut you off, but would Richie James succeed like that if he was on the field all the time, or no, because there's not a whole lot of tape on him?
He could have success like that, but he's got to be schemed open. It's got to be part of Kyle's play call. Right. That's why, like, when we asked last
week, who's
the first receiver off the bench and the 3 wide receiver set? I knew it was going to be Richie James because Trent Taylor didn't do shit. Craycraft, I don't know what happened to him, but you know, you got to give Richie James a chance after you see him put up a performance like that. Even though he
put up 168, Tony. Yeah.
He did play Ayuk's role. That game was supposed to, what Richie James did, Ayuk was supposed to do in that game.
Shanahan said that at the presser. He said that this was supposed to be a big game for Ayuk. He said that. It wasn't about the player. Right. It was about the position. Specifically X, Y. Like, he was talking about that specific position. Didn't matter who was there. He just knows that that's where Ayuk would have been lining up. So
now with that being said, that kind of tells me it's not Kyle. Because if he's able to take a potential 5th, 6th string wide receiver that we were all questioning if he was going to even make the roster, and he has a game like that, you know what I'm saying? So, listen, I understand we do question Kyle a lot, but there's been a lot of times where there's been a lot of stuff left on the field where players were wide open, and you can't blame Kyle for that.
Yeah, we have a contribution here. It's an old one from Adrian. Thank you for this one again, man. He says, hey, MBN crew, y'all think we're not appreciating Robert Saleh as much as we need to? And I'm going to let other people respond to this before I start speaking, because I feel like I've been pretty vocal on Robert Saleh. But what do you guys think? Are we not appreciating him as much as we should?
I think that there's a lot of appreciation for him. I mean, if you go and you look at this team this year and you lose 2 stars that you lose, you know, on the defensive front, then you go with, you know, trading a linebacker, filling in 2 other positions there, losing safeties, filling in those positions, losing your star nickel corner, you fill in there. and we're still the 7th ranked defense. I mean, I think this is a top 3 defense with all of our healthy players, easily a top 3. Could be more than that. I mean, me personally, I think there is a lot of appreciation for Robert Saleh down the stretch, or this year. I don't think he's got that underrated. I mean, you hear him already that, he's probably going to be the next Detroit Lions head coach. So there's appreciation around the league. And I think, if anything, this year is actually helping Robert Saleh get a job next year because of all the injuries on that side of the football field. And as well as the defense is still doing, even though they're 4-6, we still have a 7th ranked defense in the league with all these injuries. So I think the appreciation is there.
We're 5-6.
Oh, 5-6. Yeah, we just won. Yeah, my bad. I lost count.
I mean, I appreciate him, but he still can't stop running quarterbacks. So he has to figure that out. And it doesn't matter who the quarterback is. Whatever the quarterback decides to break down and run. Now, we could blame that on poor execution. We could blame that on, just not having the right personnel out there who doesn't have the right mental capability to know what to do in a certain situation. So that might not be on Saleh, but it just seems like his defensive plans to stop quarterbacks that are mobile are suspect. I'm calling it like I see it. But I do appreciate him.
I really don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be. I mean, we've given up 25, 37. The most we've given up was to Kyler Murray this year, and that was like 80 yards.
It's not about the amount of
yards.
It's not about the amount of yards, Nick. It's about the play that extends a drive and they win. We lost to the Eagles. We lost to the Cardinals. Who else did we lose to that has a mobile? We lost to the Seahawks. Right? These are guys that it's not about them getting 50 yards, 60 yards. It's about them breaking one big play on a 3rd down, and then all of a sudden their momentum changes and it shifts, and now the defense is still on the field, and all of a sudden we can't figure it out. It's those type of plays. You're right.
But how many of those plays are broken down plays where we're in the right coverage and the corners and stuff their heads are turned, going downfield, the linebackers are in coverage, and it's a broken down play to where the quarterback just sees a hole and takes off.
You, as the coordinator, know what type of quarterback you got to defend. So you need somebody there to spy. Everybody can't be in on coverage.
Right.
You got to trust somebody back there.
The flip side to that is if you don't spy, or if you leave a spy, then there's a man open.
Somebody's open.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's going to get the ball to him. It doesn't. It's a gamble. So which do you want to gamble? The wide open pass or the quarterback that's
there's a difference between a spy and a blitzer, right? So if you're a spy,
I didn't say blitz.
I know that's right, which makes it even more of a gamble, in my opinion. If it's a spy, it's someone who's just shadowing him on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage, right? So this is what he's doing. If he goes right, I'm going right. If he goes left, I'm going left. If he takes a step closer to the line of scrimmage, I'm going closer to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't mean that you're going after me, not a blitzer, but you're keeping your eyes on that quarterback, and that's your guy. He's your guy, right? So now, all of a sudden, you have more people downfield than you can cover. And so if you just get one guy to stand pat watching that quarterback the entire time, just run somebody behind him. That's not his assignment anymore. And then you got to complete a pass right there. And so I think it's a catch-22.
If he gets the ball to that receiver. Right. That doesn't mean you're making it sound like the quarterback's always going to hit that. Like, some quarterbacks are dumb. They might not recognize that. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? But that's why I said it's a gamble. Because if they do hit it, yes, you're going to have somebody in the middle of the field that's going to catch a 16, 17-yard pass. I'm not saying always go with the spy. I mean, I know we're lacking talent. We're lacking speed on the outside. I get it. I understand. We're not able to keep the quarterbacks inside the pocket. I got it. But guys, all these quarterbacks, man, they're stepping outside, plays break down, and there's nothing we can do. We move on to the next play. I guess that's how it is. That's why I said I still respect him. He just struggles against these type of mobile quarterbacks.
I don't think it's just him. I think here's my caveat. I don't think he struggles against running quarterbacks because he beat the hell out of Cam Newton. I think he struggles
different type of runner.
He struggles against good dual threat quarterbacks. Kyler Murray and Russell Wilson.
Wait, hold on. Say that one more time.
dual threat
Say
quarterback.
that again. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I know what you try to get. You try to get me to say good.
Okay.
No,
I just wanted to make sure I heard that
because,
dual in there because you're
right.
saying Cam Newton can't throw. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, no. Cam doesn't have the arm this year. But if it was something where you had to respect the arm, so Kyler Murray can throw on the move very well. Kyler Murray can run. Kyler Murray can throw from the pocket, right? So he has all three of those in his pocket. Same with Patrick Mahomes. Same thing with Russell Wilson, right? But there's a reason those guys are special. That's not every scrambling or running quarterback. You guys just saw the game tonight with RG3. You can have all the speed in the world. You're not a good thrower of the ball. You're not a good thrower of the ball. You watch Jackson. What's the dude's name that was out? And that's why RG3 was playing. What's
Lamar?
his first name? Lamar Jackson. He can't throw the ball. Lamar's not a good passer of the ball. So you play him like you play a running back and make him beat you with his arm. You can't do that to Russell Wilson because if you rush Russell Wilson, he's throwing it right over your head to whoever his check down got because he's got this and he's got this. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So those guys are the cream of the crop. Unfortunately, we're just playing two of those guys twice a year. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like we play those guys a quarter of our season, unfortunately. So it affects us a little bit more, but not everybody's those guys. Everybody can't run and throw on the move or when the play breaks down, take off for 15, 20 yards. Not everybody has that.
The guy that we playing on Monday can.
He's a different type of rusher with the ball, but yes, he could.
He can.
He's a so when I watch him, and y'all know I like this guy. Y'all know that he's like I liked him as the quarterbacks coming out that year, right? I think that he wants to be a thrower, and then his run plays are designed runs. I think if a play breaks down, he's a straight line guy. Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray, they're gonna make somebody miss you. You know what I mean? They're kind of hard to bring down an open field. This guy's not hard to bring down an open field. So I'm interested to see how I don't have a take on it yet, but I'm interested to see how the Niners do with him.
Another difference between them two is Kyler and Russell Wilson are still smart with the football. Allen's not. He'll still make a ton of mistakes.
Absolutely.
He'll still force a throw or anything if he can't get outside the pocket. He'll still force a throw. Whereas Russell Wilson's going to try his damnedest to either get past you or get rid of the football out of bounds or to an open receiver. He's not going to take those chances as much as, Kyle Allen, right? Yeah, Kyle Allen in Buffalo, where he's still learning and he still will make those poor decisions and try to force something to where it helps our defense out a lot.
Yep.
Sentinel,
I agree.
I disagree with this here. I think Josh Allen
Josh
mobile.
Saying Kyle
I think Josh Allen is a mobile Ben Roethlisberger.
He's not as big as Ben, dog.
He's got that arm. He's got an arm. This kid has a rocket.
He does. Here's the thing that what Nick said, and I want to piggyback off of that. He makes a lot of mistakes. Remember I said on the other show that Josh Allen is one hit away from not playing for the rest of the season? Yeah. I really think if one of these guys hit him legally, no penalty, that ball's coming out and he's not getting up. Because of the way he runs and the way he has to protect the ball. Now he can put a move on you. He could but he's gonna get hit. And we got some hitters.
Yeah,
so
that's the thing too. Like he's not playing up against one of those teams where people
you get right. We got some hitters.
Yeah.
So
you know what's crazy? I think the backups hit a little bit harder than the starters.
Because they want to start.
Yeah. So let's turn the page here. Tony, I think you had the report on some of the players that Kyle said were coming back. So rumored to be coming back soon. So let's go ahead and break this down, and then we can talk a little bit more about the Bills' upcoming matchup.
Ayuk is going to be back. DJ Jones is going to be back. Jordan Willis is going to be back. And I believe they opened the practice window for Nzaucha.
Very good.
To come back.
Very good. Now, here's the crazy part. Other than Nzaucha, these are all like big-time contributors that are coming back to this team.
You don't think Mark is a big time contributor, especially on special teams?
On special team, okay, that's fair. I'll give you that.
Now, our special teams has been legit this year, but him being back to that, he's like the Richard Sherman of the special teams.
Yeah. I messed up there. You were absolutely right. I did. I discredited a third of the game, and I shouldn't have done that. Mark Nizalcha, all of these guys are big time contributors. You were absolutely right. Those four guys cumulatively account for any points in a game, a difference in the points? And if so, how many do you think? Brandon Ayuk.
That's your playmaker right there.
DJ Jones, Mark Nizalcha, and Willis. Now Willis is like we haven't really seen him, but he's the guy coming off the edge. That's what he's supposed to be doing, right? He's supposed to be the edge guy. So how many points? Like, so for example, right? The Niners lose Jimmy Garoppolo, 8 points gone. Like, that's just how they calculate it. What are these four guys equal? Is it one or two?
I'm gonna go a touchdown. That's it.
A whole 7 points for these four guys?
Yeah, because I think Ayuk will have, be able to score. I don't think DJ Jones. I hate to say it, but I don't think DJ Jones makes a huge difference. I mean, the way that Kevin Givens has been balling. I told you in the beginning of the year. I wasn't impressed with what I've been seeing from DJ Jones this year. I just didn't think he was the same. I didn't think he had the same speed. He had power. But then you go and you look at Jordan Willis. I think he'll help, but I don't think it's a drastic change. It's just going to get these guys fresher in that rotation. But I think Kevin Givens has been playing his ass off this year. And I don't think we lose much with DJ Jones and Kevin Givens. And then obviously you add another playmaker in Brandon Ayuk. That could be a touchdown difference right there.
And the Zalcho on special teams is probably a difference of, let's just say, 4 yards a kick.
Yeah.
Is that enough to make a difference? 4 yards? What do you guys think?
Well, he's not going to play this game. He's just open for practice, right? Like, he's probably got to wait 1 more week before he's cleared. Isn't that how it usually works?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless, like, he's healthy. But
yeah, I was going to say, once they open the practice window, they can bring him in.
Oh, right. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm just thinking about the trend, how it's been going all year. Whenever they open the practice window, we usually don't see them for another couple of weeks. I was hoping Tony would have read a different name on that list, but god dang it, not one of them are ready, and that was Ben Garland and Weston Richburg. So
Richburg ain't coming back this year. He's done.
Thank you.
Yeah, Richburg and D Ford aren't coming back this year. Somebody made a comment. I just want to touch this. It said that I'm delusional because DJ Jones was basically playing lights out last year. Well, this isn't what have you done for me last year. This is what you've done for me this year. And go and watch the tape. Yeah, he's played average this year. He hasn't played nowhere near what he played last year. And he's been injured for like 6 games this year. So
I agree with Nick.
I don't know. If you watch Kevin Givens, I mean, he's playing really good.
I said that I asked, do we really miss DJ Jones? We didn't miss him last week.
I miss him because they're 2 different types of players to me.
They are. I just felt like the way the
defense. Right. So
okay,
so you bring in DJ Jones and now you're sitting Kinlaw more.
No. Now you have a healthy rotation. So you don't. If it's me and if it's my team, right? Passing situations, you give DJ Jones a break. Run downs. I want DJ Jones out there. Passing situations, I want a guy who can get skinny and get between the guard and the center, or the guard and the tackle in Kevin Givens, and put him in there in passing situations. Don't have to use both of them the same way. And all 3, they're not 3 down players. But I could look. Let's ask the GM. He's here for a reason. Like, Tony, what do you think about the two guys and the differences between them?
Well, I mean, DJ Jones is not having a great year this year. I mean, I think his play is solid. I mean, he's been banged up a lot, and with the COVID, and but you're 100% right. You want as much as you could on a rotation basis for the defensive line to keep them fresh. So that's why I think DJ Jones is very important, even though he's not having a standout year. But if you take, for example, you take Kinlaw out for a rest, you're losing a big body. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna go with Street and Givens. Now, those are more athletic defensive linemen who are gap penetrators and trying to blow up the backfield. So Kinlaw gets a rest. There comes DJ Jones. Now you have your bulk guy, the guy that's going to be your fire hydrant in front of in the center of the defense. So depth issue, I think it's a huge loss as far as DJ Jones. But I mean, Givens is really having a solid year this year. I really like what I watched in that game with him, how he gets skinny and shoots gaps. There's people on the internet saying that, he had a poor game. I can't see it, but our style.
There's people on the internet who see it and say he had a poor game if he's supposed to play like Jones. In my opinion, that's if you're trying to make him DJ. They're two different players, though.
But even if DJ was healthy playing, they're gap shooters in this defense. It's single gap. It's not two gapping. It's a single gap. Get upfield, blow up the backfield, go to the quarterback. It's a more aggressive front than your typical when we had Fangio. They are down 3 with 2 gap. Like they would punch the lineman up, stand there, fight him, and then they would get rid of him and choose the gap. But now it's
God, I hate
the gap.
I hated that shit.
Remember O'Neal?
Bro. Wait, go.
It was like, hold them up, read, run or pass. Run? Okay, which way? Left or right?
Bro,
Okay,
it's like dirty dancing.
He's 12 yards down the field already, coach. This shit ain't working. It was so bad, man. It was so bad. All right. But yeah, so damn, we lost Nick. Like he gone. What just happened? Where'd he go? My man said Dirty Dancing was out. He got excited.
He went to go get his Swayze on.
But that's he's dead, bro. Like he's going.
I know.
All right. So yeah, so the guys, the team is looking forward. I'm looking forward. I'm really excited about those players that are coming back. I want you two guys to pick one player that you think will have the biggest impact on the game.
Go ahead, Wayne.
Tony, you okay? I mean, it's going to be Brandon Ayuk. It's going to be Brandon Ayuk, and now you're going to get your deep ball guy back, right? We talk about a guy that could get down the field, get skinny, get open. Oh man, I just realized that we got wide receivers that could get open, y'all. You got Brandon Ayuk coming back. Him being back, going against this secondary is going to be dope. I'm excited to see how they try to match up on Brandon Ayuk because they really don't know how to cover him yet. And if they do double him, now you got your underneath stuff. You got your underneath stuff that's going to work. So Kendrick Bourne might have a big game in this joint, because. And it's not because they're gonna double Ayuk and try to take. They're gonna use these guys a little bit differently. Don't expect Debo to have the big game that he had, but expect him to get the ball, get a couple of big runs, trying to not get tackled, running castle. Expect the energy to come from Debo Samuel. But I can see some stuff popping off, man. With Nick Mullins, this might be that 3-touchdown game I was talking about last week. I was a week ahead.
So you just want somebody basically from the 3 that are coming back today?
That's what he said.
I'm gonna go Jordan Willis to give some depth on the outside as for the pass rush. Give Eric Armstead some rest. You go with Jordan Willis and you go with Hyder. Give Hyder some rest because honestly, I don't like that other kid, Barrett or Barnett. I mean,
didn't he get hurt?
Yeah, but I think he came back later in the game.
Okay.
I'm sure. I can't remember, but they definitely need a lot of bodies on those edges. So I like Willis coming back to help them with the rotation from the pass rush point.
Nice.
I think if I had to pick a player out of all these guys, Breezy reminded me of how important special teams is. And I'm going to go with Mark Nazalcha. And I'm going to say that because we had 7 punts in the last game. 7 punts. And by the way, Our punter did a phenomenal job. He averaged. Let's put the black backgrounds up there next to each other. He averaged 51 yards per punt. Now, what happens with that number is they include the returns. Imagine if you had a little bit more coverage or the return team, right? I think that's huge. I think that's a confidence builder. If we're making bigger plays and better plays on punts and kickoffs, I think the defense can get hype. We saw what this defense could do when it was just the defense playing well last week. Imagine if defense and special teams could start to complement each other.
And if the offense could put up 14
that's not happening.
points.
That's not happening. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. No, sir. No, sir. That offense is not doing anything like that. Let's not.
They could put up the points, bro. They could do it. You got to believe, bro.
They cannot. They can't.
They can. Yes, they can.
Final score of the game was 23-20, right? Wasn't that the final score?
That's a divisional game. Now we're talking about some AFC East leaders.
The defense gave us 10 points. The defense.
Well, we also turned the ball over 55 times. Like that can't happen
with Nick Mullins. That's gonna happen with Nick Mullins, bro.
Nick turned it over. Not you, Nick. Nick Mullins. Nick was like, no, I didn't. Nick Mullins turned it over once. Should have been 4, but once.
Yeah, no, he had 2 turnovers that game.
He had 1 turnover. He had an interception. Freaking Mostert fumbled. Who else fumbled, y'all?
Jeff Wilson,
and we had 3 and they had 4. We won the turnover battle.
I thought we had 4 and they had 5.
Nah, they had 4. We had 3.
Okay. All right.
Now Nick should have had 3 more picks.
Yes, Lord.
Jesus Christmas.
But that's what I'm saying. So the defense gave us the pick 6, and they gave us a pick in field goal range already. So that's 10 points right there. The defense just boom spotted us 10.
Right.
Give me that plus a really good special teams where we're pinning them back even more, and that defense can go ahead and get loose. Man, Robert Saleh going cook. He's gonna cook, bro.
You're not even thinking the special teams can be explosive though. No. Like return something. That's not in your vocabulary this year.
I think we lost a big piece of our special teams with Webster going down. I really like what I've seen from him playing special teams, but he's out. He's on the IR.
So we lost Webster and Taylor in the same game.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But we're gonna break this thing down. Nick, what the exercise was, we were picking a guy between Ayuk, Willis, Nazaucha, and DJ Jones as the who's gonna have the biggest impact when they return.
And you said that you just gave me all defensive guys, or is Ayuk in there?
No, I said Ayuk too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ayuk's going to have the biggest impact.
Yeah. That's what Breezy said too. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I think he's a 7-point difference compared to everybody else that comes back. While the rotation's good and all, I still think this defense is just fine with, like I said, Kevin Givens is the way he's been playing. Obviously, giving these guys breaths and, more time to relax, with Street, DJ Jones, Willis, those guys being back and the rotation getting a little bit deeper, I still can't take away from a 7th-ranked defense. And I think Ayuk is definitely a difference maker on the offensive side of the football.
Do we know what the Bills defense is ranked, by the way? Because I know they're pretty up there too.
They're not good against the run.
Yeah, they are horrible against the run.
Well, if our offensive line can't run block, they're gonna be good.
In DVOA, I believe the Bills are 19th or 16th. It's one of those two.
16th.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, they're yeah, 16th.
Okay. So, I think their strength is their line and their secondary. Or is Edmonds a linebacker?
I don't He moves around, doesn't he?
He
Is he
moves
considered a
around.
linebacker?
That's why I'm trying to. He looks like a safety, but I mean, like he looks like he plays in the secondary, but I think he's an outside linebacker or something like that. I don't know. I
Well,
know
according
there's
to Google, Tremaine Edwards is a linebacker for the Buffalo Bills.
he's a linebacker. Gotcha.
Buffalo is ranked 25th with allowing 129.6 yards per game in the rush.
Yeah, but if we can't rush the ball, what does that mean?
Why can't we rush the ball now?
Okay, so here's why. So we couldn't rush the ball last week. Did you watch the game? 43, 43. I mean, collectively, we had over 100 yards, but we need a running back that's going to go out there and do the damn thing. Tony, tell everyone how they were scripting, how the defense was reading the run. They were reacting to the run.
What'd you say, Wayne? I'm sorry.
No,
I just had a
share
phone
your
call.
thoughts on how like the defense was reacting to the run. Like they were blowing it up right before it even happened.
Oh, so when we're on offense and we're trying to run the outside zone, I want to say it was Philly put on film how to try to stop the outside zone versus this team. And what they do is they take their guys on the outside, whether it's an outside linebacker, or they walk a safety up, or they take their defensive ends and they just crash upfield. So it prevents from the running back getting to the edge. So what Kyle did, they started to do it. The Rams started to do it, and he would show like it was going outside, and then he would design it to come inside. And there were a couple pretty good runs behind McKivit's side. There was a nice run behind Tomlinson's side, but you know, it's tough because if they have your number, you got to adjust on it. But then on the other hand, when you're dealing with injuries, like the difference between when this game and the previous games that Mostert's been out, Jeff Wilson Jr. has been out, it's night and day. I think the run game looks really good versus the Rams from coming from me, but it shows you how McKinnon lacks the ability to get outside, or McKinnon lacks to make that quick cut and cut back inside for an inside zone. So I think Kyle's trying to do his best to adjust to it in game. But if we had a quarterback that could throw the ball accurately and consistently, I think the defensive ends won't do that, because if you have a good quarterback that can make those throws, they'll gas the defense that way.
You know,
But that's what hinders us.
I wish we had like photographic memory, because I'm stuck in the room. So if you guys hear a bang in a second, my wife is trying to break the handle off the door.
Yeah, she heard you talking
Just
about
tell
that
her to-
Christmas present and affair.
Oh no, I texted her about that. I'm too direct for that.
You guys got a mallet?
I wish she's just unscrewing it. She's taking the whole thing off.
Would you lock yourself in?
No, the door, like the handle, when the door closes, you can't turn it anymore. It's like it's old. It's the original handle that came with the house when it was built in the 40s or 50s. So it's the original one. We haven't changed the handle on it because there was no lock on it. But she's about to now.
The other difference, I mean, the Rams have the number 4 ranked defense against the rush in the NFL right now. So, I mean, there's a big difference there between 4 and 25. And the LA Rams, I'd said this before, when I picked the Rams, if Seattle doesn't win a division, I pick the Rams to win a division because I think they're the most complete team in the NFC West. Defensively, offensively, and special team wise, I think they're the most complete team all around, as in, just in general. So, there's a big difference. I mean, you've seen it last week. You've seen how they attack the ball, the way that they utilize their blitzes and things like that, and the way that they hide and disguise coverages. I don't think Buffalo's like that. I think that if anything, I think we can actually run the football a lot better on Buffalo, which will open up a lot more for Nick Mullins if our offensive line can pass protect going into this game. So let's get to this real quick. Mullins broke Favre's records from Sean Shape, appreciate you, buddy. This guy can't throw 10 feet consistently. The only explosion we will see from him is shit in his pants. Defense is the only way we win. Poo in the pants. Nick's new nickname. I don't poo in my pants, but I know he's talking about Nick Mullins. But I don't think this, like I said, I think a lot of this had to do with an inconsistent run game, the offensive line blocking, and the way that the coverage was coming in.
By the way, another game where Mike McGlinchey had 3-4 bad plays, but that's it. Another game where people thought Mike McGlinchey was really, really bad. It wasn't as bad as we thought he was. And
dude, it's the plays, bro.
No. You're right. It's
right.
when it happens. When it happens.
So then he's bad. End of discussion.
But those plays, no, because those plays are against the best defensive lineman.
It doesn't matter. He consistently gives up 4 or 5 bad plays every freaking game. He's the most consistent player on the offense, Mike. I don't know. We could go toe to toe, bro.
No way.
I don't give 2 flying cares, bro. He is the worst player on the offense, bro.
Context matters. Because Mike McGlinchey has had great games, and no one has said anything about it.
Because every time he gives up a big play, it's at the wrong time. It truly is, yo.
When's a good time?
Some of his plays cause negative results for the offense.
Fumbles.
Like when he messes up, that's 90% of the time what's going to happen. It's a whole thing.
He takes a hard inside rush on McGlinchey's inside shoulder.
Man, we not
and
gonna
he knocks the ball out of Mostert.
He's trash.
Touchdown. That potentially could flip the game. But I don't know.
It does seem like every touchdown we have that has been called back has been on Mike McGlinchey this year.
It's like y'all just ignore how Trent Williams get more penalties than any other offensive lineman, but that's cool. That is cool.
He got 1 penalty this game.
He had 2 this game, or 3. He had 2 or 3 this game by himself.
2 holds. It's about Trent Williams.
Yeah, Trent Williams. Yeah.
He had 2 holds because if you looked at the plays, since you want to talk about context, mother sucker, he thought that the quarterback got rid of the ball. Like the quarterback holding on the ball for 9 seconds. Hell yeah, somebody gonna get a hold call. So go back and watch that, Mike. Since you always wanted to pick up your Mike McGlinchey,
he thought the quarterback threw the ball. Why would he still be holding on to the player?
Because
if he thought the quarterback let go of the ball, he would let him go.
He didn't look. He's protecting his guy, right? The quarterback. If you go back and watch, Nick Mullins is trying to scramble. Like a lot of stuff happens, and quarterbacks trying to make plays, and some of them holds. One of those holds they shouldn't have called holding on to, by the way. And I'm not sticking up for him, but I mean he's still the highest ranked left tackle in the game. So you could talk your shit about him all you want, but apparently on paper, on stats, he balling out. Just like Nick Mullins and stat wise, he ain't the worst quarterback in the NFL.
All right. Nick's cool.
Thank you.
He's trash.
Thank you.
I just said stat wise.
We're going to do an in-depth breakdown of the upcoming game. We're going to come to you guys with some more numbers and predictions and things like that on a later episode. So make sure you guys are locked in. We're going to break it all down here, guys. It is good to have the crew back. I missed you guys, man. I really, really appreciate this. Let's do a round of final thoughts, and then we're going to get up out of here and go home, man. Anybody want to go first? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right, Breezy, you beat the 2 rocks. So, Breezy, you get the pick. You go first.
Hey, man, look. 49ers beat the Rams. 49ers going to beat the Bills. I really think this is a game where Kyle Shanahan, and his players execute more consistently. That's how we're going to that's how I'm going to say it. I really do. I think now you're getting confidence players back. You see Debo balled out. I think with Brandon Ayuk coming back, you're going to see Nick throw the ball down the field a little bit more, especially if the defense suck like Nick said. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen, and I can't wait to break the game down between the Bills and the 49ers home in Arizona.
Home in Arizona.
Go ahead, Tony.
That sounds horrible. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. I think Kyle likes the matchup he's about to get into versus Bills defense. I think he's going to be creative. I think you're going to see a lot of motion in the backfield. I think he's going to show Debo in motion and then come back across with Ayuk on a couple plays to try to trick the defense because they're probably honing in on Debo because of what is on film. Because remember, everything he puts on film or every play he calls, something's coming later in the game, later in the year as a counter. So it's really interesting. It's really going to be interesting to see these two on the field finally again. And I'm really looking forward to it. I think our run offense, if we could keep that run blocking up and, get into the second level and sealing off those cutting linebackers, I think our run game could take that step. Because your best defense is keeping an offensive play, the opposing offense on the sideline. So we'll see.
I'll get into this more when we talk about the show later down the road, but there's two things obviously you have to do to beat the Bills. One is run the football. If you can run the football consistently and successfully, you can beat the Bills. Second, you got to be able to stop Josh Allen. Earlier I said Kyle Allen, so my bad.
Isn't that their backup though, bro?
What's that?
Isn't he their backup?
Oh, he's in Washington.
No, he's in Washington.
Oh, he's in Washington. Okay.
Yeah. That's why I was getting mixed up. I get mixed up with both those Allen boys. I just don't like the name Allen either. Brian Allen, no, don't like him either. But no. Yeah, I mean, easily, those are two main things that you got to do. We'll talk a little bit more about this game going forward. But I have a really good feeling about this upcoming game on Monday night. It's on Monday Night Football. You're aggravated about what the Santa Clara County did to you. You know that you're not out of the playoffs, and you just keep racking wins week by week, and you never know what happens. As long as this team is not mathematically eliminated, I think they're going to continue to fight harder than you think. So, I can't wait to talk about this. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, we're going to break this thing down here in a lot more depth, man. And you guys might be onto something. I'm going to do some more research because I'm sitting here looking and God, the Titans put up 42 points to that Bills defense.
They ran the football. I mean, Derrick Henry had a hell of a game that game.
Oh my God! I mean, was Josh Allen in that game? They only had 16 points. You sure the quarterback didn't get injured? Anyway, we're gonna look it up. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna break it all down. It's gonna be a lot of fun though, and I can't wait to do it. Again, fellas, it is great to have everybody back in the mix. I miss the gang getting together, man. And that's gonna do it. My final thoughts are this, man: faithful, stay faithful, but also have realistic expectations. Please, I hate to see people with their feelings hurt.
Josh Allen was in that game. He was 26 for 41, 263 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Yeah,
I'm trying
man.
to tell you, our defense gonna make him play different.
And there's a chance. All right. Well, we're gonna see.
Derrick Henry only had 57 yards but 2 touchdowns, and then Ryan Tannehill had 42.
Well, we're gonna lose. We can't get 42 rushing yards from our quarterbacks.
Yeah, 42 yards and a touchdown. So their receiving was killer. I mean, 2 touchdowns by.
It's over. It's over.
AJ Brown had a big game that game, right?
He had 7 for 82 yards, averaged 11.7 with a touchdown.
That's decent. That's going to be Debo's numbers. Now go to the other receiver, whoever.
Davis, baby, come on, say his name.
Davis. I was trying to get it out. I was trying to get it out.
Like that. Come on, I'm flexing. I was trying to show off for him. Like at the same time, he was like, what's his that bum, the dude?
Nah, just the guy that don't consistently do it week in and week out. But no, he had a big game. That's your Ayuk.
I love Corey Davis, man.
Actually, Corey Davis didn't even play in this game.
Oh, damn.
It was the other guy.
You had Jonah Smith, Khalif Raymond, Anthony Fisker, Cody Hollister.
Well, who was their second leading receiver?
Johnny Smith. He had 5 receptions for 40 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Where did their points come from? Because
it sounds like they spread it around a lot. They probably got some on defense too. That defense probably had 1 or 2. You said that there were 2 picks for Josh Allen. So
Malcolm Butler had both of them.
Yeah, so it was probably good, field position and all that. But look, we can get turnovers. Sherman's back. We getting turnovers. The secondary is on fire. See, that's what I thought we were going to do.
They forced and fumbled, bro. That's why I said.
Jimmy Ward got
Yo, the Titans only had 195 passing yards that game.
Here's what you do, guys. You put Jason Verrett on Stephon Diggs, right? And then what other receiver you got to worry about? I mean, they got John Brown. He's fast.
What's the dude's name that was all crazy in the hotel during the offseason? He's got a brother in the league too. What's his name, Tony?
John Brown might be
not
out.
Brown though. What's isn't he a receiver? He was going crazy in the hotel.
Oh.
He like broke the window and stuff. It was a video that was going on. They said he was on drugs and stuff. God dang it.
Wide receiver for who? Buffalo?
Yeah, for Buffalo. What's his name? It's a young dude. Oh my God.
Not Corey Coleman.
No.
Matt Barkley actually played in this game too. 3 for 5 with 22 yards.
Shit, maybe they got rid of him. Maybe he's not there no more.
Yeah, Stephon Diggs is the one you got to take out. You take out Stephon Diggs, we good to go. Oh, they got Cole Beasley, but I mean, Cole ain't trying to catch that ball over the middle of the field. Not in this game.
Gabriel Davis, that's their top 3 receivers.
I mean, hold on. I'm going to tell you who I know who I'm talking about. He might not be on that team anymore, but he was definitely there. Hold on, let me see.
But Cole Beasley's going to be lined up in the
Zay
slot.
Jones. It wasn't his name. Zay Jones. That's
Zay Jones.
Yeah, he's
Jones was the guy that went crazy.
He was supposed to be dope though. He had came out
right. He was supposed to be like, but he's not there no more, right? So
just I'm telling y'all, lock up Diggs, right? The only issue is the slot guy. So Cole Beasley.
Y'all trying to convince me we're gonna get this W.
Oh, we getting a dub. The only issue is the slot guy. We'll talk about this later on another show.
We sure will. My final thoughts are: I want everyone to be positive, but be realistic about their expectations. I don't want to see hurt feelings. I was thinking that we were going to come in here and talk about how phenomenal that secondary was, and has Jimmy Ward turned another leaf now that he doesn't have to be the communicator in the secondary now that Richard Sherman's back. But we'll break all that down more. We can talk about that going forward, and that's going to do it for us here tonight. We thank you all for rocking out with us. Make sure you have those notifications on. If you have not received your gifts yet because of the 10K giveaway, except for my guy,
Yeeves.
Huh?
Yeeves.
Yeah, no, his is coming. His is international, so it's going to take a while to get there. Hopefully they don't send it back, but that's in the mail already too. But there's 2 other people. Send me your request, guys. Reach out back to us.
Yeah. I'm just saying, Yeeves just sent you the request of what it was.
No. He has he got the Manscaped kit. He got the Manscaped kit. He was the bonus pick. I went back and watched the video. He got the Manscaped kit. Remember I said
somebody just emailed us.
Oh, okay. I'll take a look at it then. I didn't get the
Millsap.
Huh?
The Millsap. He just emailed us. You said you reached out to him, and then he just sent the 3 things that he wanted.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. I sent him a response right after I reached out to him the first time saying, never mind, you got the Manscaped kit. So that was a mistake by me. He got the Manscaped kit. I went back and watched the giveaway video. So
the 3 were Vince Felice, Millsap, the one from overseas, and then
no, Millsap is out of the country. He's the one that's out of the country.
Yeah, and then there's one other one.
So
I don't remember who the other
we'll be on it, but you guys have to make sure you get in touch with us, okay? You have to get in touch with us. Let us know the 3 things you want. Send us an email. I'll tell you what sites you can go to pick this stuff. And I can't look. 'Tis the season, baby. I'm trying to give stuff away. I don't want to be a ho anymore. I'm married now, so those days are long behind me.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that.
Oh wait, his wasn't international?
No, he sent. That's what I'm saying. He sent the thing to you of the 3 things that he wanted, and then I think Joel Chinnell.
That's the one. Joel was the international one. You're right.
He's the one with the Manscaped.
Yes, Joel was the one with the Manscaped.
Yeah.
Okay, so Eve, I'll take a look at the list then. Okay. All right. I'll take a look at the list and we'll get on it then. Okay, my bad. My apologies, guys. I got it confused, but I knew one was in the mail, so it'll get there, man. You can take care of your and I'll have some more of those lovely commercials coming to you guys very soon. All right, so that's going to do it for us here tonight. Thanks for rocking out with us, guys. Fellas, go take care of your families, get your shows going, prepare for glory,
anticipate pain,
but always
remain faithful.
We out of here. Peace.